I feel like this here. If these governments, these people in power, all of these ministers, these pastors, these preachers, men and women of God, these school teachers are not talking about what has been the secret that no one wants to talk about, all of them are aware. The fight has been over the land. Who are the founding fathers? Who are the original people? That's what we've been fighting over. That's why the divide in the black and white is so divided. Because it's about who this land originally is for. I mean, people been talking about colonization, slavery, genocide. They just started talking about population control. Now, who is these people that want to control the population when there is a God? If these people in power and the governments, those presidents, not talking about what has divided the country, anything else, y'all, is a distraction. And the reason why they're not talking about it because they're hoping they could be eclipsed out of y'all mind and y'all never remember all of what was done. And we just start all over brand new with them still running the show. You see? They want to still run the show. This is their opportunity to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. But they're not doing it. They're still talking in codes, clues, colors, calculation, and conclusions. See? We have to do the math. Why must we do the math about what they have the answers to? I mean, the fact that Putin would bring forth these pictures, artifacts, and tell people that it was in his vote or in the vote, I wouldn't trust nobody like that. That means they knew. They knew, y'all. And Putin and Trump are going to be the ones to tell us? Trump said he talked with Putin? Trump says it first, and then Putin comes with the picture. You know, revealing it. So what would be the purpose of revealing what y'all been known? So if they have the pictures, they must have known who those people were. And the Bible speaks of those people who would suffer at the hands of Babylon. Who has suffered at the hands of Babylon? That's only been one people. The people who never knew who they were. Because they had a spell on them. They had amnesia. They kept repeating the narrative. They had the spirit of fear. You see what I'm saying? They kept trying and trying and trying to speak up. And everybody who knew the secret kept silencing them, calling them misfit, calling them crazy, calling them all kinds of black sheeps and schizophrenic and autistic and ADHD. These are the people with the gifts. So again, if the people in power not talking about the truth, which is brown folks are the original people of this land, and that they have always been here, they were never kidnapped, then everything they're doing is a distraction, y'all, to get y'all energy. Where energy goes, energy flows. You see what I'm saying? So if y'all wasting time being distracted and you don't have a strong discerning and cannot listen to your intuition, You're doing your own self a disservice because you're giving your energy, you're paying, P-A-Y-I-N-G, paying attention to something other than yourself. The Bible clearly says, seek ye the kingdom and righteousness first. Seek ye first the kingdom and righteousness. So if y'all not seeking yourself and turning from wicked ways, dark ways, negative ways, low vibrational ways, lusty ways, greedy ways, hurtful ways, disrespectful ways, you see? Y'all not going to get this if you're not going to turn from your ways. The ways that are just not said are the ways of the devil. The people who are trying to overpower the masses, trying to overpower the brown folks and keep them in a low vibrational energy, chasing the world and losing their souls. But they have harvested our soul energy and became millionaires, billionaires, and trillionaires because they lied. And now they want to tell the truth. Just like he said, the vote. You got to go look up what the meaning of the vote is, because their words are spells. And there are 7,100 different languages. It doesn't mean what Putin said it means. But it meant that to you because that's what you were taught. That a vote was somewhere that you put something. But there's another meaning to vote. And then he said a black. Black is not a color. Black is connected to the universe. Black is connected to carbon. You see? But we're not black. Then he said Jesus. There was no Jesus because there were no J's when Jesus' time. So Putin was talking in codes. You get me? You got me? And a vote means something very important. Something significant was hidden. So that something significant connected to you is you were hidden. You see? And the Jesus, if there's no Jesus, then what is there? Why do he want to give us something that doesn't exist? Black Jesus don't exist. Even though it does, but it's not what he's talking about. We are the black Jesus that he talk in codes about. We have to look at it specifically because they're talking in codes. They're talking in codes. When they say we and they say our, they're not talking about all of us. They're talking about them who have formed an alliance and a team and a group and whatever they're doing over there. But we've never been able to ask anybody, what do you mean when you say we? Because if it was we would not be suffering like we have been suffering. If it was we, they would have compassion for us. When they say we, they're speaking about them in that government system. You see, they're speaking about them who are in position. They're not talking about the we people. We cannot assume anything unless we have an opportunity to ask questions. This is how people get away with things. Nobody has held anybody accountable for all of the atrocities, for all of the lies, for all of the deception, for all of the trickery. Nobody has been held accountable for that. So how do we know they're going to do right this time? How do we know we can trust them this time? Because they must say what they did. I'm sorry, I stole your artifacts. I'm sorry, I stole your identity. I'm sorry, I stole your land. I'm sorry, I killed your babies. I'm sorry, I separated your family foundation. They have to be specific about what they're not going to do again so that we can know. They said they were sorry for this, and if this happens again, we will know you lied. But if they just come back and say, oh, you all are the black people of the land and God's people, they're getting away from what they did us. They have to be held accountable. Karma is for everybody. We have paid ours and still paying. Make them pay.